What's up, Internet? I'm Aries Van Dam, and I'm not really sure what today's video is going to be called. Maybe a WTF are you thinking, but not positive yet, so keep you posted on that. Today's video, I wanted to just kind of voice my displeasure in how we've been handling the immigration problem in America, right? And so this isn't going to be a flashy video that gets a lot of views. I know that. But this is just, I want to show you an example of how your government pretends like there's nothing they can do, and the solution's right there, right? So a couple days ago, an illegal immigrant from California drove to Florida, made an illegal U-turn, and 3 people lost their lives because of his illegal turn that he clearly shouldn't have been driving. He does not know the laws on how to drive an 18-wheeler. But in California, they're very, very liberal with giving out licenses to, for some reason, people that aren't even supposed to be here. But here's the solution, right? And Trump will act like there's nothing we can do. We're gonna put I think their solution was, we'll just put a ICE agent at all the way stations and check everybody as they go. Now, this is a silly solution, right? Because there's a better solution that would solve the whole immigration problem for everybody right now, right? It could solve it. And this will solve it to where they'll want to go home. They won't even want to stay here, right? Here's what you do. You've already got it to where they can't get any federal aid. Like, you're not going to get any Social Security, no Medicaid, nothing like that. So all you do is start going after the employers, right? It's already a federal crime to hire an illegal immigrant. And let me read you what this says. This is how you really stick it to them. All you have to do is say, we're going to start following the law, right? The Immigration Reform Act of 1986, right? That provides for a $1,000 fine going up to a $3,000 fine for each infraction, right? Meaning every day that a worker works, they can be fined up to $3,000. So, and there's criminal sanctions too. The actual criminal statute is 8 USC 1324A, if you want to charge somebody with it. So every day that a worker works, they can be fined up to $3,000, right? And that sounds like a lot of money, considering they're only hiring these people because it's like a little cheaper than hiring Americans. So is it going to be cheaper, knowing that every day they work, there's also a $3,000 fine going to them too, and possible jail time? I think employers would just immediately fire all of them, and then we won't have to worry about it. They'll just go home because they have no way of making money. Like, I don't think they're going to hire an immigrant worker to go pick apples for the day if they know it's going to cost them $3 grand. I doubt if they're going to get $3,000 worth of efficiency out of him picking apples. So this solves our problem, and we don't even have to change any laws. We just have to start enforcing the laws already on the books, because this is where it gets real juicy, right? Those $3,000 fines for each day and each infraction totals up to a total of $250,000 for individuals and $500,000, $500,000 for companies. Now, do you think they're going to pay $500,000 for every immigrant that they hire? I don't think they will. So now, if immigrants can't get a job, yeah, they're going to probably start doing some crimes. So California is going to be a mess for a couple of days. But when they commit crimes, where do they go? So they can go back on their own, or we can help them go. They can call in and say, hey, I want that $1,000. I'll go back home. So they can get $1,000 to go home, or they can just get broke and then have to get deported and get nothing. That'll be their choice. And it'll be for them to decide, not you. But that's how you solve the immigration problem. And why are we not doing that? I'm sure somebody there is smart enough to know if it's a federal crime to hire these people. All we have to do is start enforcing that. But why aren't they? Well, you have a businessman who's your president. And he has a lot of businessman friends, right? And that's why you're not seeing it. Because all of his contributors don't want you to do that, because some of them actually do hire these people. That's why whenever he was talking about amnesty for farmers, immigrants who are farmers, or hotel industry, it's like, wait a minute, they're violating the law. Why would you give amnesty to these people because they just happen to work in that field? It's because of his friends. Trump's buddies are influencing the policies in our country. Like his political, and I'm sure that happens a lot, but this is a real obvious one because this could be stopped day one. Day one, you just tell everybody we're going to enforce these. And if you get caught with a immigrant employee who's not supposed to be working here, now you're going to start paying the fines. I got a feeling that would go away real quick. And I'd like to try it. Let's try it and see. Let's try my way and see. Because I got a real good idea that, oh, they're not gonna do that. So problem solved. They go home and they'll happily go home because they're not going to be having a better solution here. Their better solution is to go home and take that $1,000. So that's what they'll do. Problem solved. But they don't want to solve the problem because that means that Trump's buddies, campaign contributors, are not going to be happy because they're going to have to actually go hire Americans, which is actually the point of the law, I thought. So make it make sense to me. If y'all are big brain Trump fans, get in the comments and tell me why they're not enforcing federal law. Make it make sense to me. What else could it be? Peace.